Hello, it's Sequence Fair, and we're back with another video. What are we doing today?
So as we edge closer and closer to the election day,
Yeah.
there's a couple of ads that came out from the smaller parties. We're gonna get to that during the week, so
Yeah.
stay tuned for that. But there's an interesting clip that I came across on Twitter that caught my eye,
Okay.
and that would be interesting to talk about.
Okay.
A former EFF voter is describing why they're not voting for the EFF in this election.
Not another one.
So let's just check out this clip first,
Okay.
and then you tell me what you think about it.
Why I will no longer be voting for the EFF. So I've voted in 2 national elections so far. This upcoming election will be my 3rd. I feel old. But this is why I will not be voting for that party anymore. Number 1, the anti-South African stance is forced and it's jarring. Because how can I trust that you have South Africa's best interests at heart when at every turn you are degrading and undermining your very own fellow citizens? Number 2, are they really revolutionary or is it just an aesthetic? Because I know we've all seen those corruption scandals. Number 3, telling Black South African women to give birth to more children because you're going to give them more money is insane. The adoption system is in shambles. Children are being abandoned and abused. People who aren't entitled to governmental benefits are also receiving them due to corruption, including people from outside.
So what are your thoughts on all of that?
I mean, I think she addressed a lot of people's concerns about what Julius has been saying lately. But like other things as well that were genuine concerns of mine as well is that you really have this whole I'm a revolutionary thing going on, right? And have been since the start of things. But like the way things are going, there's a lot of concerning things. Like the one that she raises is like, how can you be for a people if you every chance you get you speak bad about a people, you know?
Some fool is going to say, but these Nigerians are committing crime. Fine. If Nigerians are committing crime, a lot of them are in Hillbrow. Why are the soldiers not in Hillbrow but in Cape Town among South Africans? There are no soldiers on Nigerians. There are no soldiers on Mozambicans. There are soldiers on South Africans themselves because crime is committed by us. We are the ones who are selling drugs to our own people. We are the ones who are beating up our own women. We are the ones who are killing each other.
How could you say you genuinely want to make change for them, like to your core? You understand what I'm saying?
So this is the problem with having an autocratic leader. This is the problem with having a leader that stands on his ideals before the people's will.
Yes.
Julius is autocratic. He stands firmly in what he believes in, and he wants the people to follow what he believes in. He's not following the will of the people. He wants the people to follow his will.
His will.
So this is the issue with that, is that if people don't buy into your beliefs, into what you believe in, then obviously there's going to be a lot of pushback. There's going to be a lot of people that will not want you as a leader because they don't believe in what you believe in.
Yeah.
This continent of Africa must be one. I hear you saying, he says, the borders must be open. The borders must be opened.
So Julius in this past campaign has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way.
Yeah.
A lot of South Africans, specifically South African foreigners are happy about what he's been saying.
Happy.
Because he's pro Pan-Africanism, he's pro
in his way.
He's pro foreigners coming to South Africa, making a life for themselves, stuff like that.
South Africans, I want you people to do the right thing by voting Julius Malema into power, because Africa, all of us have our eyes on you. All Africa countries, especially in the Pan-African realm, our eyes are on you to do the right thing by voting Julius Malema.
But South Africans have showed a lot of concern with that because there's already an issue where we have high illegal immigration and scarcity of jobs and all that stuff like that.
Yes.
So there's been this conversation in this campaign specifically about Julius, that Julius might have actually hurt the EFF's growth in the way that he did everything, because he really did, like,
Yeah.
disrespect a lot of people.
Yes.
The EFF, they had an opportunity to grow. I think most people, they don't like the style Sigamalim because he tends to insult South Africans whenever he's got the chance. You know, if he toned down, I think that he's decampaigning them. Julius Malema is doing a disservice to the EFF, and no one is correcting him. No one is calling him to order. Cannot take a public platform and insult South Africans when South Africans are saying, you know, abantwana bayashona ekasi badla ama-biscuit from these illegal spaza shop owners. Then when you divert them, you say, what about checkers? You know, you're xenophobic. Whenever South Africans are crying out legitimately, and when you criticize them,
I feel like since the EFF has been formed, this is the first time a lot of people are thinking of stepping up.
Yeah, this is the first time that people are actually
and are questioning and are saying and are speaking like this, and more of them are coming like, and these are just ones that are daring to speak. You know what I'm saying? How much more are ones that are not people who speak out generally? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much more of those people feel that inside?
Yeah. So the thing that rubbed people the wrong way the most is obviously his campaign for foreigners to be in the country.
Yeah.
His open border policy, all that stuff like that. A lot of South Africans are very concerned about that, and because Julius doesn't listen to the will of the people, he wants to push his own agenda.
I'm saying that that's not our reality right now. Like, that's not something on our cards as a country right now. Like, you are jumping other steps like that we're just not on the same page about, like, as a country. And it's like it's like an emotional manipulation, because it's like, how can you as an African not want other Africans? You know what I'm saying? And in turn, when you think about it, you're gonna feel bad, like, you know, like, oh, you know, maybe like, but the truth is, really, as South Africans, we are not there. We've got our own domestic issues that we really need to, you know, focus on. Like, all of that about Africa coming together, for me, honestly, it's a dream of mine as well, in terms of, like, you know, working together into trading in Africa to make things more affordable for us as Africans and more accessible as well, and for us to just develop all together. Like, I get it, that's nice, but like the way he's preaching things is not in line with that per se. It's more on, like, I don't know, like he's just preaching in a way that's going to cause a lot of instability, you know, in our country. And my point is, we're not there as South Africa. We have our own domestic issues.
Like, just to like try and emphasize how out of touch Julius is. Like, currently in the country, on the street and on Twitter, there's like this friendly rivalry between South Africans and Nigerians.
Yes.
A very friendly rivalry. It's nothing too serious, nothing personal.
Yeah.
We just like to banter or like to one up each other in terms of achievements and stuff.
And
like that.
it's friendly. I take it as friendly. My whole experience of it has always been like, it's a friendly thing.
It's like a sibling rivalry.
Yeah.
It's a sibling rivalry.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think
both
any
of us,
hate
like
the other like
Nigerians
that.
feel like they're
The best.
they're the best in Africa,
Yeah.
and we feel like we're the best in Africa, and there's just that rivalry there, right? So there's always that exchange between South Africans and Nigerians, and no, if Nigerians say this person's better, then we say this person's better, and all that kind of stuff like that. And then Julius comes out and says flat out that Nigerians are better than South Africans. He flat out came out and said that.
Nigerians in that entertainment industry, they are not competing with South Africa. They are competing with America. When you see a Nigerian artist, when you see a music video of a Nigerian, you will mistaken it for Americans. They are moving. You are busy with machete here. People are working on themselves.
Like, how are you supposed to represent our country?
Bro,
when you are favoring,
come on.
When you're favoring another country. How are you
Making
supposed
us
to do
take unnecessary L's. Like,
so
you don't even read the room. I feel like he doesn't understand it.
So
You know
that's one of the things that put off a lot of people. Like, during Julius's campaign, he did like downplay South Africans and uphold like foreigners such as Nigerians and Zimbabweans.
And I feel like that was the final nail.
And then a lot of people didn't like that, and as you can see, it put off a couple of people from voting for him because he's not South Africa first. He's not patriotic like that, and we want a leader who's patriotic, who's willing to put South Africa first. So there's been that conversation that Julius might have hurt the EFF's growth in this campaign with all these stunts that he's been doing.
That is the problem when a party becomes one man's ideologies or one man's feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what EFF is becoming, worse and worse and worse into that. Is he's separate? It's like, I feel like you as a president of a company, there should be a separation between your ideals and the agreed upon party's ideals. Because when you sway, you can sway however you sway. But the parties, this is what we believe as a party remains so. You understand what I'm saying? And unfortunately with the EFF, there's no separation. And I don't think they also have been aiming for there to be a clear separation between, we get it. Because a person's opinion can change, bruh. People's opinions change all the time. You can tomorrow you can view things differently to how you view them yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And now basing an entire party's, ideals or philosophies or like whatever on one person, that's dangerous. And I feel like the EFF sways with wherever Julius is at, mentally and emotionally, and it's like, I feel like now they're always forced to just take whatever it is, that he throws, because a part of me refuses to believe that all of these stuff that he says are collectively agreed upon by the EFF. You know what I'm saying?
It's not collectively agreed upon, and it's been proven that he's been contradicting a lot of what other people have been saying
within the EFF.
Yeah, so he's been saying one thing, and then a lot of people will
but then he's that dictator type that it's my party. This is my party.
Because his voice is the loudest and strongest in the party. People will listen to him before they listen to like his other people.
And he'll distance you if you don't.
Yeah. So. This whole campaign, we will see with the vote itself how everything goes. If the EFF will grow or it will stay stagnant or even shrink in size because of this campaign. But again, this is another. I think this is another lesson, which is a good lesson, which is you do not have to be married to one party.
You don't, my dear. So, and it's okay. Like, you're not a traitor or anything for feeling like that. Like,
well, some people feel.
No.
You are a traitor for. But you don't have to be married to one party. You can literally just change your mind. If the party is going in a direction that you're not happy with, then you can change. You can also change your vote.
It's your conscience. And if you don't agree with it, I really don't get why you should go in. It's like that just shows that you're not a person who can take a stand for themselves. I don't know if that's you just go with the flow. You're easily influenced.
That also just shows that you're not really like an individual who can think for themselves.
Yes, that's what I kind of. Yes,
it's just that like
you can't think it for yourself.
Yeah,
like
you're just going with whatever
everyone
else is thinking about. But my example with this is like, yes, like in '94, everybody had the right to vote for the ANC.
Yeah,
like everybody. Like there's like all the people that voted for the ANC had a valid reason to vote for the ANC, and probably over time as well. Like with the Mbeki era, people had the right to vote for the ANC. And then when the ANC takes like a negative turn, like maybe during the Zuma years, where corruption starts to become an issue, and all this talk about state capture and all that stuff like that, you as a voter at that point, you can see that no, the party is headed in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
I can change my mind.
I don't want my mind. It's okay. Like no, I'm not aligned with this until this changes. Then maybe I'll reconsider. You know what I'm saying? But for now, it's not serving. It's not. It's just not giving what it needs to give. It's okay. Learn to have that flexibility. That I also feel like. That's what I'm fighting for.
So that's the main issue with like a lot of like ANC loyalists is that you are a loyalist.
Yeah.
But even if your party is headed in the wrong direction, you will not punish them by voting
Yeah,
for another
and you
party.
are then a part of the problem.
Yeah, then you become a part of the problem.
You
need to correct.
complicit.
You need to correct your party if they're going the wrong direction by
Yes.
punishing them through voting.
Yes.
Otherwise, they will not change or they will not see the error of their ways.
I feel like when we get there, we'll start to truly have a true reflection now of, you know.
But they say they do say that because our democracy is still very young, people do not understand like
Yeah.
these intricacies of like
Yes.
how voting can affect things and all stuff like that. So people still need to get like a lot more
Yeah.
educated, a lot
Yeah.
more used to the idea of like
Maybe a
voting
couple
and
of
stuff.
more elections from now we'll get there.
Yeah, but it needs like a lot more educated people because it won't change if people still stay the same as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully in the future, like when things become better, economy starts growing again, and our education system goes in the right direction, we actually produce better educated people. Then people, when they vote, when it comes to voting and stuff like that, will be able to think and not just be loyalists to their parties. We'll just look at their party and be like, no, I'm not happy
Yeah.
with the direction that my party is going in. So let me see some other alternatives and see maybe if there's somebody else that will fit
Like, yes.
my views. And because right now, so this is a healthy way of going about voting and stuff like that. Like, don't excuse the bad that your party does
Yeah.
because it's not helping anybody.
It's not.
It's not. Like those people that want to excuse the bad that
Yeah.
the ANC does, the bad that the DA does, the
Yeah.
bad that the EFF
Let's
does,
not be
you're helping
groupies for
nobody.
people also. Like I feel like it has grouping and you know, with fan, you know, in the mix. Like it's
So-
almost like, you know, fans of celebrities, like, you know, it has the
So,
that.
so with regards with this campaign, Julius has been campaigning a lot with institutions such as universities, businesses, speaking to intellectuals, and so forth. And those go unnoticed
Yeah.
because there's no viral moments in that.
Yes.
He's very sensible. He's
Yeah.
rational in those
Yes.
things. The parts where he goes viral and people notice
It's
is
when
when he says like the silly
Yeah.
things like people can go get pregnant now because the government's gonna take care of them. And,
Sometimes they get taken out of context, but hey,
And
you said
trashing.
it out of your mouth.
yeah, and trashing South Africans and all that stuff
Yeah.
like that. Those are the things that tend to go viral and then people see more because
Yeah.
it's more what do you call sensational
Yeah.
part of Julius.
Yeah.
But most of his campaign has been relatively good. But unfortunately, because Julius is like, I don't know, he fluctuates a lot.
Yeah.
He's calm, he's relatively calm in one instance, and then in other instances he just says some crazy things, you know.
I don't know if we can call it like a lack of emotional intelligence.
I don't know what be going on, but yeah, Julius he
Or
fluctuates.
like not reading the room. I don't know.
So yeah, that might have hurt him a bit because yeah, there have been these conversations saying that Julius might have hurt the EFF in this campaign
Yeah.
with a lot of the things that he. So it's a very interesting clip that caught my eye when I was on social media, and I thought it would be interesting to talk about. You don't have to stay loyal to a party. You can change your mind if your party is not serving your interests anymore. And yeah, you guys just let us know if you're on the same boat. For those of you who once voted for the EFF and deciding not to vote for the EFF in this campaign, let us know your reasoning why, or let us know why you feel like these people around that choose to change their views, choose to change their parties. You can let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Let us know.
But you guys let us know what you think about this whole situation.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And keep watching. Goodbye.
We'll check you guys in the next one.